Hey guys, welcome to Web Talk. This is Chef Katrina, and I want to do a quick video showing you how to leave a recommendation on Web Talk. So one of the cool things about this platform is the ability to endorse people you know, people you've worked with, mentors, coaches, team players, all of that. That's one of the beauties of this platform is the ability to really connect with people that you know in your life. I feel like social media in general has become a hodgepodge of people just liking people for no particular reason, just that someone else said they should do it. But what I love about Web Talk is the ability to really get to know and understand the people you're connecting with here on this platform. So one of the things we recommend doing, especially myself, is doing recommendations, okay? So I'm going to pick my good friend Rebecca. I think she's amazing. I haven't left her a review yet, so I'm going to walk you through what I would do to leave a review. So I'm going to click on her profile. It takes me to who she is. She's got a great format, everything that's on here. I've learned a lot about Web Talk from her, so if you want another resource for how to better use this platform, it's definitely her. And so if you come down here, there's a section called recommendations, right? So this is where we can leave recommendations about people. And this truly is a very powerful tool to be using. I highly, highly recommend it. So recommendations is put in your recommendation. And then really, I want you to be aware of what you're recommending them for, right? So right here, it says you guys can kind of see it says manage directly Rebecca Bardes. I don't manage her at all. So I click the down arrow and I really want to get as close to how we met as possible. So what this has us do is really authentically recommend people in our lives and what they do and how they have impacted us and the contribution they've been in our lives, right? So through education, through training, through friendship, whatever that looks like. So for professional, since she's in my professional network, I didn't manage her. I don't report to her. Was a senior. I wasn't above her, below her. I worked with in the same group. I worked with in different groups. Worked with her, but we belonged to different companies. Was a client of, or had her as a client of. So there's a couple of different ways to look at this. There's, and this is growing. Like there might be more opportunities as this grows. Because remember, this is still in beta at the time that I'm doing this, right? So I would say that we are, I worked with Rebecca, which would be true. I did work with her in an affiliate company that we worked with, right? But we definitely belong to different companies, right? So I worked with Rebecca, but belonged to different companies. And the company she's at, that I know that I'm a part of, is her Best Foot Forward network. This is the training group that she has for Web Talk. She also has a Web Talk training room, right? So I'm in two of her groups. So I can basically talk about each one. So I'm going to say that I worked with Rebecca, but belonged to different companies. And I worked with her in the, I would say the Best Foot Forward network, because that's our network. That's where we really connected. So that would be where I would be. So then I would definitely write out, and I have some space to write out whatever recommendation. I'm not going to put it on here just yet. And then go ahead and send the recommendation, right? The other thing that I can do after I send a recommendation, and if this is somebody you're truly connected with, send the recommendation, and then you can always request a recommendation. So if you are on somebody's site and you're like, hey, we've worked together, and you can actually make a request from them to do a recommendation for you also. Again, we want these to be as authentic and true and how they helped you. And the impact it's had on your business, your life, like whatever that looks like, but really be authentic around your recommendations and let people know why you recommending this person. Like what can they do for them? So that is how you leave a recommendation. It really is important that you definitely look at this first Dropbox and look at how you guys have worked together with like education. She was a teacher, she was an advisor, we were students together. There's things like that. So it will tell you how you guys like worked with or got to know each other. And it's just really important that you make sure you set that up correctly or as close to how you guys know each other, especially if you've worked in the same space and all that fun stuff. So with that, that's how you do a recommendation on Web Talk. That is how these recommendations are best utilized. As you can see, Rebecca's got some great ones on here. She has been a phenomenal trainer. I can't wait to share with her just the impact she's had on my life. Just in her training and watching her, she's definitely a force of nature, and she's incredible to work with, and what she's able to accomplish in her life is truly outstanding. So that is what you're going to want to look at. So again, that's how you leave a recommendation. I highly recommend leaving recommendations. And if you have any questions, please feel free to follow me on Webtalk. The link will be down below or up below in the description. And so you have a way to connect with me to learn more about this incredible platform and how to best use it for growing your business. So thanks guys for joining me. Again, this is Chef Katrina, and this is all about Webtalk.